And at this point, I ask you to join me in welcoming the 2015 Valedictorian, David Wingate.
YOLO. No, you did not mishear me. YOLO. You only live once. Perhaps the most polarizing and maligned phrase in English today, YOLO was coined by Drizzy Drake himself, and has since come to represent everything supposedly wrong with our generation. Attachment to technology, recklessness, herd mentality, and in general, a disregard for civility. It's malarkey. Is YOLO childish? Of course it is. Ridiculous? Yup. Immature? Silly? Buffoonish? More deserving of use in a middle school locker room tinged with the pungence of Axe body spray than a valedictorian dress? Yeah. However, within this absurd cultural meme is a kernel of real truth. We only get one shot at this. This beautiful mess that we call life. It's a gift we get once, and only once. This is the first and last time that any of us will graduate high school. We've already taken our last class, finished our last test, and more likely than not, had to ask written permission to use the bathroom for the last time. Now, is this list of lasts a more than slightly frightening reminder of our own mortalities? Of course it is. Except it touches upon something much more important too. A major period of our lives is ending. Childhood, adolescence, life with training wheels, whatever you want to call it, it's done. There are no do-overs, no mulligans, no give-backs. A significant part of our lives is ended. But with this somber note, we reach the unexpected virtue of YOLO. There's a big, scary, and most importantly, spectacular world out there. And we only experience it this one time. You only live once. A silly phrase, definitely, but its underlying meaning is one that we just can't overlook. Class of 2015, go out there and live, because we don't get a second chance at life. A classier man might say carpe diem, but the feeling is the same. As you enter into the big, scary, spectacular world that exists outside the walls of NHHS, seize the day. Seize it for everything that life has to offer. Seize it for all it's worth, hold on tight, never let go. As the hallowed phrase tells us, there's only this one life. So live it up. Live life the way you want to. Each of us not only has the opportunity to take charge of our own lives, but to touch the lives of those around us. Such a gift is not to be taken lightly. It should be cherished, just like the futures ahead of us. I don't have any special words of wisdom that we haven't all heard before. Seriously, this is kind of all I've got. If life is a piece of meat, chow down with gusto. Savor every bite, crack open the bone, suck the marrow out of it. And then after you're done with that, ask for seconds. Do the things that scare you. Just the fact that they scare you means you should do them. So climb that mountain. Ace that test. Run that marathon. Dance like nobody's watching. No exceptions. Ask that special someone out. Fall in love. Get your heart broken. Move on. And then do it all again, because that's life. Life isn't some track that has the same path for everyone. It's a meandering labyrinth that we all tread at different paces with different routes. Some of us get jobs, some of us go to college, hell, some of us go to Patagonia. But ultimately, where we go is unimportant. What's important is how we go, and what we make of our journeys. What's important is how we grow as human beings, and how we touch the lives of those around us as we grow. So don't be afraid to care. Don't be afraid to let the people who matter to you know how you feel. And don't forget that an act of kindness, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, is always worthwhile. Class of 2015, that's all I've got. A mess of incoherent rambling from a kid who's probably too romantic by half and listens to too much hippie music is not ideal. I know. But it's what you got today. So before I make this address even more confusing, I'll leave this school with one more cheesy analogy. When the frisbee of life is heading straight for you, go for it. Go right for the disc. You may catch it, you may not. You may even break your arm from time to time. But even if you do, you'll get back up, and you'll be stronger for it. Because that's life. Because we only get one shot, so we can't waste it. Because, well, YOLO.